Hello, hello everyone. Happy Monday. Good to be back finally streaming now that the con is over and the whole con crunch to get costumes ready is out of the way. Uh, Monday is back rabbit across it that I started before, but as far as C2E2 fun, Jimmy and I took 5 pictures of other cosplayers. I would have to say most of the photos that we got were photos that she wanted because she caught a bunch of cosplayers for different Sonic characters. But wise, fun. I was one out of 3 Sailor cosplayers there all together, which fun yet exciting. Especially with like knowing that character rare to show up as a cosplay. So it was nice to not be the only one as Sailor Cosmos, but also at the same time I still kind of stood out from the others that were there because I had a crochet cosplay. But yeah, overall, con was fun. So, good to get back streaming again. Even while I currently plan out future cosplays and try and figure out what I can pick for Cosmos maybe by the next time I do a con. So, but yeah, okay. We can try. I misplaced one of my that I had like re-threaded, so I'm trying to match. So that's always fun. You know, having trying to gauge based off what I already have. There we go. Good. Not quite that. That's not the old one. So yeah, I think the one I apparently placed oddly enough got shuffled with all like the supplies I was moving around while I tried to finish up Cosmos. So it fell and disappeared, and I have no idea where it is. So that's something to figure out. Yeah. So minute. Anyone wants a task list for working? I do have bot available as well. Haven't used Super Sweet Bot exclamation, and that will bring up some info, basic fans, set up your own. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying, C2E2 is fun, even though we like only went one day. We were only there for 2 hours. Whole lot of cosplays. Hi, Lee. So, but overall, the plans I had for the cosplay, like in the way it was gonna look, it still to an extent came out different from how I'd initially planned them for when I was planning the cosplay to try and get into the crown champ. I fearless. So, like sequins I was initially putting on ended up swapping ribbons instead because uh partially running out of time, but also because sequins weren't coming out as properly aligned as I would have liked. Uh, so those might get used if I redo it in the future. But and then the initial wig. Hi Genesis. But yeah, so the initial wig I was going to do, that I had started, I found out a little too late that because of all the gluing I put in place to connect all the wefts, I guess I hadn't stretched out the wig cap appropriately enough. So yeah, it was affecting how the wig cap was going to actually stretch. So had scrapped that and crochet a few pieces for a backup. So I crocheted a beanie, then a couple of amigurumi hearts, and then of course cut a bunch of strands of yarn for the ponytail. And then also had base wig that I just kind of put over to take up some space, but I might go back in the beanie and add elastic thread to make that fit better. But it worked. That's how it is. Genesis is beautiful. Why is it I don't remember you having that one before, Genesis? I definitely don't. One of these days I will get one of those nice little frames, like holders. Yeah, one of these days I will get one of those nice little holders to actually up. Uh, I would have probably tried if it had gotten tangled already. I'll be honest. So and then yeah, also smaller accessories had decided to start coming undone. Before I actually left out for the con. So I did the whole glue with E6000 and clamp with clips, and then took them along, but just never pulled them out of my bag. So, which to an extent I'm okay with because one of them was the choker, which has a pointy star. So, yeah, I think I might have made the star just a little high. So, while wearing that choker, if I tilted my head down, oh, so to an extent I'm okay with not having been ending up wearing that, but not at the same time kind of sad because it's like, ah, but yeah, at least it just means it'll be fine for the next one, which uh won't be ASIN if we go to another con this year because that is just way too close for my liking. Uh, then ASIN is next month, And I've already got enough to worry about for next month near the end with to be graduating. So no AC. So then the next con will probably, if we go to another con this year, will probably be Fan Expo Chicago in August. Probably haven't decided yet. See, but if we do go, I'm will more than likely if I cosplay at all, it probably will be Cosmos. But I have to hope that they actually have their stuff together on the AC this year because last year they did not. So, and that was not a good day to not have proper AC in a building. So we'll see. So if I don't go to another con this year, that's fine too. Well, I say it's fine. Tibby quite so happy with that decision. Yeah. Another reason I need to actually have like this one of those like little things I can put on my desk up because then I could actually have a better chance. Also, black cloth. Why? It just I guess annoying my eyes personally as working with black yarn for crochet because it's so hard where you gotta go. This is with me having lights, so. Hmm. But yeah. I did get stopped. Um, once time or no, a couple times time. Uh, specifically not only was I in a Sailor Moon cosplay, but also because it was crochet, which I'll admit made my day entirely. Like that. I think I was probably on a nice little raise high or whatever for the rest of the time we were there. But I did also Jimmy and I did also make a pair of cosplayers day as well when we were like just getting pictures of different cosplayers because we'd found this couple that were doing Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Comic or Tuxedo Mask. And, of course, we asked, take a picture. Phoebe was in the picture with them. And after the picture was taken, the Sailor Moon cosplayer turned to her boyfriend, husband, I'm not entirely sure, and was like, look, honey, we're famous. So, like, we're famous now. And I'm like, yeah, that, honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. I totally understand that. A little bit of feeling. Like, I'm not going to say I'm going to start aiming to make cosplay like a whole new career job sort of thing, go pro. But it's still fun to get that recognition, regardless of if your cosplay is store bought or when you paid. The overall nice. So I actually did enjoy being able to give someone else that thing too. Yeah. Also, Jimmy happened to look out because he got little trinkets from a couple of cosplayers that we encountered. Uh, one was a rarity from My Little Pony cosplayer. Gave her like a little pin that said rarity on it. Like little painted clothespin that had the name rarity on it. I do feel bad that we did uh try to catch that cosplayer and their friend for the rest of their group to get a picture with. But at the time, we ran into them while going to security. But like I with that one alone. they might as well have given Libby like a whole bag of sugar to nom on because she practically bouncing up and down the rest of the way through security. And then another one was, I think, not Sans, I think it was one of those other characters from Riverdale. I personally don't. I do have photos up on social media, that they gave her like a little like actual like button pin. She's had a ball, but I don't think Jimmy and I would finish like we did if not for Liz doing what he does and being our awesome handler, our own like not so useless pseudo mask. um, that he always is when we go to con. You know, and making like checking in with us, making sure we have water and brought snacks for us. And there was that. Darn it. Ugh. See if I can undo this real quick. I'll actually having to like take the seat on this. Here's hoping I don't need it. And then tomorrow night we've got the Sailor Moon live show that we're going to. Yay! Alright. I'm worried about trying to undo it. Is making sure that you don't tangle it up. But yeah, we've got Sailor Moon Super Live. I'm hoping to be able to get us some sort of merch, but it's hard to say because apparently stuff sells out fast. Especially because some of it is specifically the shows, as in that's the only way you can get them, or like having someone else get it for you from one of the shows and sending it to you. So there is that. So see how that not quite, but close enough. Alright. Right. There it goes. popped everywhere but where I needed to. There we are. And after the live show, I've also got some Sailor Moon or inspired frosted supplies coming. So a couple of needle minders and an embroidery hoop. All Sailor Moon inspired. Needle minders are a moon bunny and a Jupiter dragon. Because Sailor Jupiter has a sort of light attack that like a dragon. And then the embroidery hoop is basically based off of one of Cat Guardians, to be exact. So those are coming in from uh Azure Koi on Etsy. So I'm sort of well. Stop poking everybody. I was totally trying not to do anything wrong, but it did fast. That was trying to get better at not like flipping the hoop back and forth. Just not as easy. I currently have all uh Carol pulls off for the day. Just because I guess we still kind of recovering from the con itself because it's a lot of socializing in a big place. And well, introvert here. Hello. So there is that. just I didn't get like say that it's still on that. Got right one got hot too. That's fun. Not normally I have fans pre-separated before stream, but kinda did today. So oh no, that would happen. Mm, I guess I should be happy that the whites are all that a bunch of like this to begin with, and then I just pulled from there. Weird. Like that was the strangest find for me as far as like finding a floss at a thrift store. It's like, oh, it's this random Ziploc bag of white floss. Just thinking it's just a huge thing, like a big giant cone. Which probably was, but they're all cut, I guess, certain length. But weird and unusual. Saves me a little bit of cutting, but not much. Long run. Not really. what I get for not listening to a playlist beforehand. I didn't know where this was going. Now, as far as future cosplay plans, planning on going back to one of the dancer gear sets from Final Fantasy XIV that I attempted to try to start last year. Have to get fresher yarn for that because the red yarn I had um falling apart because I'd had it too long, I guess. But another one I have is Cola, and it's like the outfit she wears later expansion, which would definitely be a far opposite from all white and gold or costume because Chola's outfit is pretty much all black. With like shades of purple, like a little bit of purple and a little bit of gray because uh she does have fur around her collar. But I gotta plan out on that one exactly how I'm going to pull that one off because of the fact that it is all black and most of the cons I tend to go to are, spring and summer. Like the exception of C2E2, which just like outside of this year is usually like February, March when it's still cold. So I gotta plan that one out especially because like um if I do the whole thing in crochet, then I gotta really pay attention to what yarn types and weights I'm using, so I don't risk overheating in a warmer con. But also don't risk like potentially freezing either in cool of a con. So that one might actually take crochet and regular sewing. So let's just see what happens there. ads are about to start in about 2 minutes for those who are not sub, not have turbo. So when the ads start, I will take a stretch break, get up, stretch, uh, walk around a little bit, so I don't want to miss any content either. Right, I've had it like Anderson. I'm going to go ahead and take BRB. Ads will run for about 3 minutes. Eliminate pre-roll. You guys out. Y'all, I'm a silly bun. I'm a very silly bun. Turns out I was only missing whatever original needle I had black floss on, not the white floss. I figured out when I turned it over. Two needles with floss for, for the white. Just I didn't see the last one because for some reason the few times I had turned it over, it just was not in my sight. That's only me. Well, not probably not only me, but no, that I didn't see that coming at all. Yeah. Yeah. So this was the original one I already had. It was on the back of the needle minder. That's why I kept missing it. I got one. Certainly, you don't mind at the moment, but I still have a bunch of magnets. This will work to help me kind of keep track of that. I mean, I can keep that one out the way while I finish this. Feel like after this, I can't make jokes about Garrett always losing his needles again. Not after that. It's gonna be a tough one to try off, I think. Mm, yeah, I can manage it. Hey. You wonder how I managed to keep up with Tibby. Welcome in, Blue-Eyed Cat. How was your weekend? Slept a lot? I hope it was just a good sleep and not because you were recovering from anything. Lazy weekends are some of the best. Bathing. Oh no! I'm glad you were able to finally get good sleep then. Insomnia is no joke. So, but I don't start right now. Here we are. That went through much smoother. Should have did that before. Sorry if I want a nap or a stitch. So what kind of stitch are you working on? Called I Believe in Fairies. All background right now. How big is it? I'm sure that could make a difference too. Like I've yet to do one of those like monstrous uh full coverage cross stitches. 100 by okay, not too bad. I say no, and I'm quite sure I still haven't done that yet either. But I think probably one of the reasons I haven't tried like a full one of those full coverage patterns yet is probably because I quite like the portability of the ones I tend to do. Because then it's like something I can have to like work on in a doctor's office or waiting room. I don't think I can pull that off of. Then there's also the fact of where am I gonna put it when I'm not working on it? All your oh wow, that's a lot. How many whips do you have currently? Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. I trust me, I get it. Oddly enough, I think I have an easier time right now with the cross stitches again, probably because they're all like smaller and portable. Like some of the smallest ones I've taken, I have legit worked on them. Uh, while my daughter has been with her dentist because like the clinic she goes to, they don't really let the parents come back with like unless like there's certain reasons they'll pull them back, like let them like pull the parents back too, but only briefly, like just to explain stuff. Other than that, parents are sitting in the waiting room, passing time. So I'll have like a cross stitch or like something or like a small crochet pattern I can work up quick. Doesn't take forever, but keeps me busy enough. So like I'm not looking at uh the clock the whole time. Then like while trying to get Cosmos finished for the con, I kept getting easily distracted by having the urge to draw because I've gotten back into drawing. I've got an iPad. Karen, hello. I can't make fun of you for losing your needles anymore. Because I totally thought I'd lost the needle, and no, it was just on the back of my needle minder the whole time. And I didn't find out until I threaded a completely separate needle. So I can't. You are justified. You're correct, sir. I hope you start singing for the first time in forever, just for that. What the? I thought I heard the song enough on Ghosty Stream. Leave it to me to have a EMCA playlist that actually has the song on it. I'm gonna get Ghosty. I'm gonna get Ghosty. But also, this is what I get for not listening to the playlist before stream. I would have found out that that was there. Uh, yeah, right? That was my first thought too. And I was gonna be real mad. Like, wait, listen. I happen to like that song until I heard Ember's song too much in Ghosty Stream. I was so mad. Like that was a song I used to annoy Chibi with even. But no. because his girlfriend plays that so much. And then she tends to break the stream, or break his stream when she plays it too. But yeah, the fact that this song pops up on Breakout, so yeah, that too. That too. No. Yeah. The fact that this song plays in my stream. Oh no, I knew I read it exactly how you meant it, Gary. You're fine. I think that's the thing where it's like after a certain time, if I've like chatted with a person enough, then half the time I like stop noticing uh errors, like spelling errors or wrong word errors, and just read what they wrote exactly how they actually meant it, and it's kind of hilarious. Granted, that's the thing that happens when I actually like, but I digress. But yeah, for that song to start, that too, that too. Uh, Especially if it's certain things they say a lot, then yeah, I definitely start hearing it in their voice. And a lot of times when I'm not even talking to them, I just automatically will read something in their voice that they would normally say a lot. It's kind of hilarious. Yeah, damn it, Garrett. I've got the damn theme song. I'm definitely going to call Ghosty after stream and be like, damn it, Ghosty. Why are your stuff playing on my stream, man? Yeah, no, I'm not. That's good. At best, they would only get one way, won't come back through. I that. Come on, you. Hi, Kevin. Welcome in. How are you? Doing okay. Just got home from work. Or going home from work. Drive safe. Unless that you got home from work. I hope work wasn't too bad. turn that off? I don't. Maybe you didn't recognize it because of the question mark. I don't. What question, Carrot, is anticlimactic? There we go. That is interesting. But yeah, I guess because it's a question mark and not just like a space after between it and another word. I guess that is probably what did it. Cosmic Love! How you feeling, love? Oh. Oh no. Well, have you had water? Have you had food? Caffeine if you regularly do it? You know, the typical questions just to make sure you've had what you're supposed to. And if you have had all of those, then have you taken something for the migraine? Yeah, like Tylenol, dim the light, drank 8, don't drink caffeine. Overtired and your body isn't ready. Okay. Well, hopefully it eases up on you soon. Forgot I had that feature on. He's making you nauseous. I need some. Oh no! So it's the baby blues. The baby being nice otherwise? Just struggling with vomiting. Oh, sorry. You at least have a supply of crackers. How does she stay for like 2 days? Not. Oh no. Tiny menace size. Oh no. I'm sorry. How did her birthday go, by the way? It was good. Oh no! Sorry, they were struck for a party. Is it just me, or does this song have a line that said, "Don't forget to self with crime"? What? Parts of Mr. Cosmic family didn't. Oh no! Oh no! I'm so sorry. Yeah, no. Had they been given an RSVP date? Because at this point, you might have to use that for them in the future. So that's rude and disrespectful that they waited till the day before like that. I'll send the group a week before and know who's coming in response. Yeah, no. For future reference, set them with a specific RSVP date. Like they have to let you know by this particular day and set it like a week before, so that you don't have. And it's like any last minute RSVPs like that will be a no go. Like we will not be providing for you at that point. Extra doesn't. Oh wow. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, Cosmic. Does that part of his family regularly like wait till last minute first to let you know of stuff like that? All right, Kevin. Do you like popping in? To do something national? Well, what are your like options? Like, what are or is there anything for like yeah? Yeah. Are there particular things that are sticking out that you want to do? Cosmic. Kevin naps the Kevin for the thing I could. Okay, fine. Let me. All right. Well, fine. Are there any particular games that you're trying to decide between, or is it just more of a you can't decide between any of them that you have? Because if there's like a few that are sticking out to you, that narrows it down somewhat. Can't decide on any. Hmm. I mean, like, do you have any like cozier stuff? You know, that isn't like too insane and doesn't need too much brain power. All the y'all already made a new friend on that. Don't want to play anymore. That's fair. So that's at least one. You're not. Today was out of the ordinary, but we'll be back tomorrow. How? Mm, care. Care. That just makes me think of like a joke reel that I saw on Insta today. If I find it again, Carrot, I will totally sing it to you. Carrot, no, honestly, it it's been tempting. Yeah, honestly. Oh yeah, he's totally singing. Mm-hmm. Carrot, you hug your saint wife for me because again, she is a saint. Putting up with you. Oh yeah, 100% singing. They say if I find the reel I'm thinking about, thanks to him on Instagram, I'm going to totally send it. Yeah, for your own. I'm telling you, give her a hug from me. That's a completely different thing. The vacay was for the two of you, sir. Karen. That reminds me, I need to talk to Lily about her email. I don't know if I want her to get to have a sus emote of my own, or if I want a bouncy. The bouncy emotes are adorable. Most of them are random. I do have a stream avatars panel that you can from to switch it. Like that's how come Carrot currently has the Scrooge is because I set it up so he specifically. I think if I'm right to get that one because I saw that one, I'm like, oh, I know Carrot's gonna like. Um, but yeah, and then mine is set with Scroogey McDaddy. So yeah, but thing it's just thing is like similar to like crowd control is that like if you pick one here, it won't be the same in another stream that has the avatars. Or like how you can't uh use crowd like your crowd control points that you gained in one stream in another. I still regret like not being able to pull my phone out fast enough at the con to catch video of like this Pikachu fighting a dinosaur. So there was like I was like doing both trying to pull out my phone fast enough, but also trying to get into a good spot to actually record it without people in the way. I could not do either fast enough. So like by the time I got my phone out, a Deadpool cosplayer came and broke them up. And then there was a Team Rocket cosplayer that like I didn't get close enough to get a picture of, but they had like they had like a coffin on their shoulder. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did not. I do need like I have a picture of like other Team Rocket cosplayers like on my social media and all. Carrot, did you click on Gengar too? Huh. Because if not, then I will have to look in about it and see how to help you with that. But yeah, there had been like more like the Team Rocket Grunt cosplayer, and they'd had like a coffin on their shoulder that was actually kind of blowing out like smoke. It was kind of cool. Like I said, I didn't get close enough to it. Otherwise, I definitely would have got pictures. But of the cosplayers we did get pictures of, we did get a Jesse and Jane cosplayer, like duo. So yeah, I will see about sending you that photo, Eric. Also, Cosmic, when you can you send me your Steam name or code? Yeah, yeah. The fact I had to do a double photo dump because Insta was like, oh, you can only do 20 pictures, and I had more than 20. Yeah. I was up till like 3 a.m. Friday night finishing up uh, on the backup wig. The wig I'd ended up wearing. So that then made up for that by like playing Repo Saturday night. Friends. So, oh yeah, of course Cosmic. Should be able to. Unless my Discord being weird. Or I said it weird. Hey, gotcha. Alright, so I will definitely be adding you on your like grayed out and all. Trying to figure out if I can manage any more of this or probably not. But I'll probably try to off stream, try to fill in more of the outline. Yep, let's do that. Hey, Mon Steels, can to redeem the song that never ends. Probably. Steel's been gone so long. Hopefully, Steel will be returning soon. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try to see about rating out tonight. Thanks again, everyone that hung out, chatted, and lurked. See who I can find for. Hopefully, I can get us out before the ads run. Try to run again. Mm. Alright, let's alright. So I think I know where we're gonna go. We're gonna raid over to Ringbolt. So I'm gonna go there. Yeah. Seeing everyone popping in, hanging out, lurking, uh, chatting. We'll be back on Wednesday with more working on this past day. As I said, we're raid out Ringbolt. Currently doing some Lego brick. So that right. So you get that great call on your clipboard. Again, like the Ringbolt to follow, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.